Right.
Welcome to The Lion's Den with Seth, a podcast where progressive men and women can learn and teach each other the ways of the land. The Lion's Den is where royalty comes to council. Ladies and gentlemen, your host, Seth.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Happy New Year. Happy New Year. How y'all feeling?
Blessed to be here.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen and everybody, the pride, I see y'all listening and watching. I appreciate y'all coming in and viewing us for another episode of The Lion's Den, episode 11. All right, episode 11. Hey, it happened quick, didn't it? Yeah. Boy. Hey, so look, first thing I want to say, I appreciate and I want to show gratitude to you all for helping to share this content in the show, because without y'all, it would not be what it is. And so I do appreciate y'all for that. Right. That's awesome. It's awesome stuff. So, but New Year's resolution. Yes. Now, I'm a firm believer that individuals make New Year's resolutions based off of what they did not succeed the year before. Okay, so that's a whole nother subject. But today, the first week of the month, and I believe it's a great topic because we're talking about customer service in business. So there's a lot of individuals that have businesses and some that have businesses. It's a difference. Okay, it is a difference. So there's so many different avenues and aspects of it, like making sure your taxes are good to go, making sure your paperwork is good.
Ain't nobody telling me my headphones on right.
You should have known if you couldn't hear out that ear, something was out of line. But
her resolution gonna
be. Get it together, So let's speak about customer service. There's a couple of things that I want to throw out there as far as what I found on Business Week. And I want to make sure everybody can write these down. If you want to go back, listen to it again, share it. But for either yourself or individuals that's interested in going into the customer service realm, dealing with business. And as a matter of fact, if you're dealing with business, you're going to have to deal with customers. So it's a couple of things I want to make sure that we touch on. So 5 tips, all right? This is from the Business Week and Bloomberg's. The product. Understand what you are offering, because you can have great customer service but a poor product. All right, and no matter if you're good at what you how you articulate what your product is, you have to be able to have a great product and good customer service. What do you guys think about that?
It's very important, right? So everyone wants to make money. Mm-hmm. But if you don't have a viable product to include good customer service, that's going to be short-lived. Because the person, more so, they pay that extra money if they go with a quality product and good customer service. Some people will drive further because of the way they are treated when they're there, versus those people that just want to get their quick dollar. Okay. So you're building a brand, and I think that's where you should start at as you're being a business owner.
Okay, yeah. All right, okay. What about you, Herb? Because I know you said you have someone in your family that owns a business, correct?
Yeah,
so how imperative is that customer service?
It's very imperative, because what people need to realize is you're not really serving anything new. They can get that stuff somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So with my mother, her niche is to make herself feel like everybody's mother. You know what I mean? Like, she's a typical little Korean lady. What she would do if you come to her restaurant, if she has the time and there's nobody in there, she'll actually feed you like she was like you were me.
Okay,
you know
so they feel like they're at home.
They feel like they're at home on top of the homemade meal that she's made, because it's Korean homemade food. She'll make you feel like I'm embracing you as part of the family. Because, again, they can get that same Korean food right down the street. There's like 6 Korean restaurants in my little hometown.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But they come to my mom because my sister, you know what I'm saying? My sister and my mom provides an atmosphere like, yo, you're one of the family. You know what I mean? They laugh and joke, talk with them and stuff like that. And most Koreans, they don't have black kids, so they don't know how to relate to the customer. They just, hey, get your food and get up out of here. With mine, they'll talk noise to them, talk crazy to them, all type of stuff. So you're paying for the experience.
Absolutely. And you know what? Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, if this is your first time listening to this podcast, excuse my manners because I did not introduce individuals that we have here. So my name is Seth, and I'm the host, right? This is the Lion's Den with Seth, and I have other people that's here. Some are new, some are old, but however, we're going to go around real quick. Just introduce yourself because who just spoke was Herm, right? Okay. You got Herm, you got Will. What up?
Yes, sir. What's going on there, everybody?
All right. And you got Miss Lady, you got Angel. What would you go by?
Angel Love.
Angel
You know the
Love.
name?
All right. Angel Love. All right. So I just want to make sure everybody can put the name with the voice. But customer service is very imperative. And so with me being in the customer service realm for over 20 years, I believe that it is not just important, but it's about the relationship. Okay. And to your point, it is about the relationship. So number 2 would be the customer experience. All right. Find out and fix the root cause of the customer's problem. Right. Now, I believe individuals in certain aspects of business, they're worried about the dollar first. How can I get your money instead of seeing what brought that individual to your door? You get what I mean? Angel Love, what you think about that?
Actually, I was reading a comment on here by my boy Rashad. He said, you ever notice that Korean, Chinese, or Japanese, or any other Oriental businesses, they don't have to market. The public does it for them. They run their chains like Gucci, Louis Vuitton, not saying they're high end, but they have good products and don't need advertising. When the public both does it for you and they know the quality. So that's a true story right there.
What'd you think, Will?
Advertising can be free, but sometimes it's the quality of the advertisement, right?
Word of
So
mouth.
that word of mouth can be detrimental to your business success and or its failure. If you get someone that has a good experience, it's going to spread like wildfire. Like, boy, you seen the chicken over there at that spot, man? I'm telling you, finger looking good. But the verse is that, they got roaches.
So basically, to your point, so good news travel, but bad news, in my experience and what I've seen, it travels much faster,
Much
right?
faster.
And so that's when people get into quality control, right? And actually how to mitigate that. So what do you think about that?
So what you were talking about, the dollar, they're thinking about the dollar first.
Yes.
There's another aspect that they think about as well, because remember, it's your business, right? So it's like, this is my baby. You know what I mean? I'm the one that's right. You know what I mean? Like, they forget that you're providing service to a customer. You know what I mean? And you want the customer to come back, so you can't take it personal or get offended if somebody provides you negative
criticism.
feedback. They give you negative feedback. You want to listen to that. I'm going to give you a quick story real fast about just this podcast.
Okay, go
I've
ahead.
had a lot of people come up and give me really positive feedback.
Good.
I sat down and talked with somebody for over 45 minutes that said they didn't like it. You know what I mean?
Good. That's good, though.
And that's the one I spent the most time with, because I'm trying to figure out, okay, well, what did you like about it? You know what I mean? Well, I came to find out most of it was due to she thought we was just some little kids or something like that. She was an older lady. You know what I mean?
Hear my voice?
He a grown man.
But it's important to get to those people that you might not have won over yet. You know what I'm saying? And try to get them on your team. You ain't gonna be able to satisfy everybody, but you gotta get them. You know, find out. Okay, how can I get this person to be part of my team? You know what I'm saying? I think that's important when you're running a business, to understand that, not everybody's gonna be your fan. But you gotta try to reach out to the people that's not your fan without neglecting your core base.
You're absolutely right. And that brings us to number 3. You have to be their advocate. You have to be their advocate. Let the customer know that you are there for them, right? Not just there for their money. And I think that goes not just to your point, but to anyone else, because if we believe the Lion's Den is not just a podcast, but can actually help individuals and bring a community together to talk about things that we haven't talked about before. Oh, we don't have a platform. We need to know that feedback. Now, if the feedback is constructive, then cool. I would sit there and listen. I don't care. In 45 minutes, it would have been an hour. I'll just listen because I care about the brand. I care about the marketing. But if someone is just talking and they're not bringing any type of solution to it, I'll sit there, I give the nonverbals like I'm listening, but I'm slowly going to sleep in their face. You get what I mean? Other than that, you're running your mouth. You get what I mean? So I can't dig that. What do you think, ma'am, about feedback?
So feedback is imperative. You have to be able to accept constructive criticism. So if I'm coming to you with an issue and I'm not trying to like dog you or anything like that, I'm trying to help build you up. Like I'm saying, hey, I had the rice and, you know, it was some burnt pieces in there. It's a little cold. You can come at me and be like, well, if you don't like it, then you can go somewhere else. Or you can say, oh, I'm so sorry about that. Maybe the cook got it from the bottom. I'll make sure that I get you something else. And then you bring me like some ice cream at the end. Like you just won me over. Like I totally forgot about the rice being burnt.
No.
Because it's all about that experience.
Wait, you know what? I'm glad that you brought that up. The reason why I'm glad is because there are individuals that are they're almost like vultures. They do that on purpose. And sometimes it may not be anything wrong with the rice. You dig it? Nothing wrong with it. Like, you know what? This was the issue, blah, 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 blah. But just to appease you, they want to give it to you free.
Right.
Or because they don't want that bad press.
Right.
So I guess the question is, how long do you keep giving for that good feedback, you know, for that good customer service? Because A, you're empathetic, you understand, sorry, sir, ma'am, I'm sorry that this happened that way, but if there's anything I can do, or I can take some off of the bill, you know, it's not going to be free. And look at you, ate over half of it. Like, let's be serious, right?
Like,
People
did
do
you not
that.
like it? Did you like
Right.
what's up?
Well, what you think? Have you experienced that?
Oh, most definitely. But before I get into it, I got a comment from Miss Kat Hinton, who works in food service herself. And she said, another extremely important thing about customer service is the way that you present yourself, i.e. being happy, smiling, and fun attracts people. When you're unhappy or disgruntled, people are just negative, right? So you got to look at the vibe that you present when people walk in. So sometimes everyone has a bad day, but there's no such thing as a bad day when you run a business. You want it to be flourishable, right?
That's right.
So you got to make sure that you put your big boy drawers on and you go to work with a good attitude, positive attitude. Because what they say, positivity breeds positivity. You city stand up.
That's right. And so, you know, this isn't one of the numbers, but this is one of my my pet peeves. Just raise your hands if you guys have ever been to a fast food restaurant, all right? And for some reason, the individual that's on the other side that's either taking your money, they feel as though that's the worst job ever, or like somebody put a gun to their head. Hey, fill out this application at McDonald's, and so you have to do this. So they give you the worst customer service ever. Look, I don't. Yeah, no, not even that. What you want. You know, or they say, you know, let me know when you're ready. And then they click off. They might walk away like, okay, I'm ready. Hello, I'm ready. You know what I mean? It's just, all right, what you think? Let me get off of that. Because I feel very, very emotional
Now,
about
I'm
that.
not the biggest fan of this chain, but systematically, no matter where I go, Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A. I knew you was going to say that.
I'm not the biggest fan of that,
yeah,
but I got to know what
yeah.
their training is like to find out. How do you, because I've never been in a Chick-fil-A where I got a bad attitude.
And you know what? I don't know if you read about Chick-fil-A or not, but so there's more McDonald's,
Right.
obviously, around the world. But Chick-fil-A makes more money. Okay, so what is it? Is it the you know, the quality or
It's
quantity?
a mediocre sandwich to me.
It is, right?
Right.
But at the end of the day, they make you feel important. They
Right.
make you feel like it's an experience.
Yep, they call you by your first
They call you by
name.
your first name. Hey, what do you need? Is there anything else you want? But you know, sometimes, and this is just me because I could be a little jerk. But when I'm in a rush, I want my food. They say, so you know, how's your day going? Listen, my day is giving my condiments. I'm ready to go. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I do understand that they go above and beyond.
Right.
And not a lot of businesses put that into their training plans as far as, hey, the customer is your main focus.
Because the thing is, the employees is coming from the same pool of people that as at the Wendy's, at the McDonald's, the same neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like it's like different breed of people. It's the same people, but it's the training and the culture of that.
The standard.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
It's a standard.
So it speaks to me. It's like, man, like this is a fast food place. They're not making that much more than McDonald's if they are McDonald's and Wendy's. But for some reason, you're going to get the best customer service at a Chick-fil-A, no matter where you go.
Bar none. I do believe that. And also, and going back to the standards, I really do believe they say, hey, this is what this is where we put our importance is. Okay, on. All right, yeah, we got the macaroni and cheese. Now we got the chicken. We got all that. However, the way you treat people is paramount here. We're not selling chicken. We're selling an experience. We're giving an experience. And so I think individuals feel as though, hey, if I want to be employed, this is part of the job. This is the first part, the main part of the job versus, hey, what you want, blah, blah, blah. I've never received bad customer service from Chick-fil-A. Man, that's a good point.
No
That's a real good
cold
point.
fries, no cold chicken. nothing.
Yeah,
So,
no cold, nothing.
I can tell you the biggest thing I enjoy about their franchise is the way that they handle adversity. When you get those people that just want that free meal or just want to be that complainer, that negative Nancy, they still keep that same poise as dealing with that individual, and you don't see them lose their cool. Unlike other places that you would go, you see they get that attitude with you real quick.
You might get your ass whooped.
Hey, where you go to the right place, right?
You might get your ass kicked.
Absolutely. You're making a lot of sense. Okay, last one before we go into the calls, into the comments. Gain their trust.
Yep.
Gain their trust. So anyone that's their resolution this year was to start a business and to do anything business wise, gain people's trust, because I'm a firm believer that you are a advocate for your product, and people can tell when you're not truly in it and what you're in it for. That's very transparent. Very, very transparent. So that's what I would think. What do you guys feel about that as far as building their trust? And understand that the customer's investment the customer invests time in you. Think about it. They invest time in you, and they also invest their money in you. You know, what caught you? What you got?
Nah, one of my boys, he on another podcast. He just clowning me a little bit. We always go back and forth, so he just made me laugh. So
Oh, did he?
he called me Country AF.
Oh, what? Oh, country AF. Hey, but look, the thing is, it's real talk, and I believe customer service is universal, no matter what it is that you're doing. Right? You take pride in your product, and that's the main goal for today, is to help voice that and to make sure individuals have that at the forefront of their mind. So I want to make sure if you guys want to call in, you can do so at this time. The number is 618-792-6747. Again, 618-792-6747. Let us know what your resolution is, and if you are thinking about going into a business. And somebody said something earlier. I wrote it down. It had to do with your taxes. Did you see that? Right. So not necessarily the IRS, because we got to pay them, right? You go pay them until you die. And then if you do it right, or if you do it right, somebody else don't have to pay for you, right? But anyway, so there are tax services that are free for individuals, which is cool. But what do you guys believe in when it comes down to your more robust portfolio and making sure that, okay, so if you have a house, you have a business, you have maybe one or two different businesses, would you go to the fast get everything done, blah 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 taxes, or would you go to a no kidding professional that's versed in that? Because I believe two things. I believe people are in the business of wanting to save money, so they don't want to go there. And another thing too, guys, if you get a large tax refund, you did not do your finances correctly.
Yeah, that's your money.
Okay, that is your money, and that's money. That's more money, or a little bit less money that you actually lost. So the larger the tax return, that means you've been wasting money. They've been taking more money out of you. That is not correct. So whatever you heard, if people get your tax back, look, girl, I got $15,000. That's a problem, dear. Okay, that's nothing to go celebrate. Seriously. All right. But anyway, I just had to throw that out there to want to get that out for 2020 before y'all get too happy. What y'all think about the taxes?
Closer to zero. You always want to be closer to zero. Positive and
Oh, come on up. You daddy can't hear you over there. Just speak right up in there. Yeah.
Hello, all. I am Lee Moore. But I was saying that you want to be closer to zero when you do your taxes, so positive and negative.
Okay. Why is that?
Well, like you said, so if you more, over zero, like at 15,000, then yes, you've been loaning the government money for an extended period of time for the year, right? But then if you, negative $15,000, then you wasn't doing something right. You didn't claim the right exemptions, you didn't do the right deductions. So you always want to try to shoot for around the zero mark.
Hold on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a caller. Who's this calling in?
Oh my goodness.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's Bill from the BX. How y'all feel?
I used to dunk on this
Going
cat.
on, brother?
Okay. So how you feeling, brother? How you feeling? You got a comment? Well, where you calling from again?
I'm calling from Baltimore, Maryland.
Oh, okay, Baltimore. Okay, whoop whoop. That's what it is. So what's up, man? What's your take?
I just wanted to express my feelings on your New Year's resolution.
Okay.
Even though I really don't rock with New Year's resolutions per se. I feel like there's something you want to fix in your life. I think you should just fix it immediately.
Yes.
You
Yes.
shouldn't
Very
wait till
true.
the first. You know what I'm saying? If you had an open wound and you was cut and you was bleeding, you wouldn't be like, I'm gonna wait till Monday to take care of this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you got an issue, fix it as soon as possible. But for my New Year, I want to moving forward, I want to have 3 hobbies in my life.
Okay. 3 hobbies. Okay. Go ahead.
One that improves my health. As my friend on your show, my friend Herman Skipper, me and him grew up.
You ain't gotta say my name like that, man.
He put you out there, Skipper.
People
Yeah.
don't know that name,
Oh,
man.
hey, now the world know.
Yeah.
Now the world know. That's what's up. But okay, go ahead. That's number 1.
He knows one of my hobbies is playing basketball. I've been doing that since I was a kid. I used to dunk on him
Pick you up.
all the time. You know what I'm
Bro,
saying?
you about to have me get out of character,
Together,
man.
Pictures, brother. Send pictures.
Okay.
So again, that's one hobby to help improve my health. My other hobby is to help improve my creativity.
Yes.
And me and my daughter, we always do arts and crafts together. But this summer I taught her how to spray paint because I am Bill from the Bronx.
Oh, okay. So
And
you be
graffiti is the thing-
tagging? You
graffiti is the
tag?
thing we do in the Bronx.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's what's
Absolutely.
up.
That's something I gotta. So I picked that back up. I haven't done that since I was a kid, but I picked up that.
Stay out of
picked that back
jail.
up.
This is illegal.
No, it's not. Hey, it's art. It's art, brother. Okay, so go ahead. That's number 2.
And my third one is a hobby that's gonna make me money.
Okay.
Okay.
So another hobby I picked up over the past couple of years is I try to help people get healthier
Okay.
as far as give advice on nutrition, give advice on exercise and training.
He's the truth, too.
Okay.
So I think that's something everyone should do is get 3 hobbies in your life where one pays you, one improves your health, and one influences and promotes your creativity.
Yes.
And I think with that you'll have a much prosperous,
Yes.
beneficial 2020.
Hey, well, listen, brother. What's your name? Willie?
No, Bill.
Bill. Hey, Bill, listen, I want to say congratulations and, man, most luck to you. And look, let's keep in touch, man, because I want to make sure we follow you on that journey, man. And I think the goal is another thing as far as resolutions, make sure you got a good team of individuals that surround you that can hold you accountable. So I know, you got Skipper over here.
Don't
Hey, you
do that.
know you're Skipper now. All right. So you got Skipper, you got a good team. You got your daughter there. You're sharing everything that you have, just so you can pass that down. Believe it or not, people don't believe that tagging is an art, but it is. It's very much so an art, man. So I commend you with that. Yes, you know what I mean? It's great work, man. So, hey, thanks for calling, brother.
Absolutely. I wish y'all the best of luck and enjoy your 2020.
Hey, for sure, man. You too.
So
stuff,
real
brother.
quick about that cat. That's one of the dudes you never want to get in a roasting session with.
Oh, he go in?
Oh, my
He
God.
goes in.
I've seen him destroy cats at the lunch table. It was ridiculous.
Calling him Skipper and all that, right?
Yeah.
He don't roast me. I dunked on him. I don't know where he get that crap from. But
Okay.
Let's continue
Hey,
on.
so we got another call. Who's calling?
I got an 8-inch cock that's fat.
Okay.
Whoa.
So, all right. So let me go here and make sure that. All right. So that was the wrong number. But anyway, so 2020. So 2020, y'all. We just want to make sure. We want to make sure that we're encouraging individuals and going back to the vein of being in business. The first thing is understanding who's the most important. It's not your pockets. Let's see. We got a Mr. Rashad. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Who is it? Who's this? Rashad?
Yeah, this is me.
Oh, okay. What's going on, brother? Where you calling from?
Little Rock, Arkansas.
Little Rock. Okay.
Sticky fingers.
Oh, boy, everybody got these new nicknames. Okay, we got Skipper and Sticky Fingers. Okay, hey, what you got, brother?
You say what now?
No, go ahead. Speak on it. What you got?
Let's see. So I had about 3 resolutions as well
Okay.
for this year.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to speak on them. So the first one, I felt like the most important one for myself was to do more things that I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Very, ain't you?
Because I
Yes.
feel like my biggest problem for the past few years was putting what I wanted on the back burner
Mm-hmm.
for everything else and everybody else. I wanted to do more for myself this year.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Things I like to do and enjoy.
Okay. Okay, good. That's number one.
Yeah, second, focus on my mental and my physical health. Get back into a position where I can be more happy with where I am in my headspace and go back to a place or even better myself than I was in my past physically, so I can continue doing the things I enjoy to do, like going outdoors, playing with my kids, climbing mountains, kayaking,
Climbing mountains,
doing crazy stuff like that.
How's your insurance looking? Bro?
So where you at? You're in Little Rock right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So that's your number 2. What's your number 3?
Number 3, I would have to say move different locations for me and my kids, for me and my little boys.
Okay.
To Japan.
Get them out of a toxic situation. Like it's cool being here. I'm from here.
Okay. You know what? And I understand what you're talking about and where you at. Sometimes, man, being in the location that you were raised is not the best place to be when you are trying to grow mentally. You get what I mean? Especially for your children, you know? So I commend you, man. Hey, and good luck with that, man, especially with the mental part. And I think that a lot of individuals avoid that. They think that they can consume many things and that it's going to fix them or to fix their situation. But you know what the insanity thing is, right? You keep doing the same thing but expecting a different result, right? So by changing your mind and your thought process, man, good luck with that, man. Good luck. I appreciate that, man.
Good stuff, brother. Good
stuff.
stuff.
Good luck. Yeah, man. That's official. Thanks for calling, brother.
Yep.
All right. So what y'all think? What y'all think about resolutions? What's your resolution?
So what's my resolution? My resolution, I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
Don't lie to me.
I'm not. I'm
It's
gonna
Sunday.
keep it real.
Don't do it.
My resolution has been the same for a while now. So what does that mean? That means
Haven't done it.
That means
There
I haven't
you
done
go.
it. That means I be BSing. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get myself in better shape, and I know what to do.
Yeah,
You know
because
what
we
I'm
used to be
saying?
service. We know.
Yeah, I know what to do, but
Yeah.
my problem is accountability. I would go to a stretch of doing the right thing, posting myself on Facebook, looking good and everything, losing weight, and then I go right back to the barbecue like it ain't nothing.
Backslide.
So
Popeye sandwiches.
for this year, I've had that once, but for this year, I'm actually get help. You know what I'm saying, to help me with the accountability.
There
piece.
you go.
You know, because in my
Absolutely.
mind, I've always know what to do. I was like, I don't need nobody's help. So for 6 years, I ain't need nobody's help, and I stay around a 250 time frame. So my New Year's resolution is actually really get down to 220, and see what that's like. You know what I mean? Get down to 220. Also, another New Year's resolution for me is to get more financially literate. You know what I
There
mean?
you go.
So
yes.
Important.
Yes.
in my mind, always, because I come from a background to where finances was never really talked about. You know, as long as bills is paid, we're good. You know what I mean? Don't worry about nothing else. So as long as my bills were paid, I'm good. I never thought about the future or with credit, interest rates and stuff like that. Never thought about it. You know, hey, can I pay for the month? Okay, I'm good. So I dug myself in a hole earlier. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm working on knocking that stuff out before I retire. And I'm in a pretty good place now. But so another part of my New Year's resolution is to also become more literate at that. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Make sure that I'm good to go.
Absolutely.
And then start a business.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I go back and forth a lot. A lot of people say I'm scatterbrained. And a lot of people are right. I am scatterbrained on what I actually want to do going forward. I like talking to people. I like teaching, mentoring for the people that, chose me as a mentor. So I want to do something in that realm. I just haven't quite figured it out yet.
Okay, well, look, what I would like to say, because I will go around to everybody else if you do have one, but to go to that, not necessarily knowing what to do, you don't need to know, just be ready.
Right.
That's the first thing I would say, all right? And when it comes down to the financial literacy, it's all about habit, right? Habit and holding yourself accountable too, and looking at your bank account like food. If that makes sense.
What?
Right. So
You don't know how I see food.
No. Because we're gonna go back to that. But looking at your bank account like food, right? Yeah. So what you're putting out, basically what you're putting in. But what I do want to talk to you about real quick is what I talk to other people on is the stoplight method. Right. Talk about the gym. So stoplight method. The first light at stoplight is stop. Whatever it is, stop. Whatever it was that you was doing, just stop it. Right. then it's okay. So obviously you want to lose weight and you want to get back fit. So stop whatever you was doing that was contributing to that. The next light obviously is the yellow light, to monitor it, right? You monitor and just be observant and say, okay, so how's this going? And then once you come up with a plan, then a green light, execute. But it goes back up. You execute, then you go back. Now you watch it again. All right. See how you're doing. But don't go back to that light that's going to bring you back to, like, for example, look, right around the corner from my house, you got Wendy's, Hardee's, Chick-fil-A, Chinese joint, Walmart, all the way down to Burger King. So if my goal was to lose a substantial amount of weight, and I know that one of those restaurants is a weakness, I need to stop going in that direction, right? And if that means, well, I'm cutting out 3 minutes of work by going that way, I need to get up 3 minutes earlier, or whatever the case is. You get what I mean? So whatever it is, and anyone that's listening right now, you can use this in your life. It's the stoplight method. Stop what you're doing. Monitor it, see what you got going on, and then execute in that direction, and then go back to monitoring to see how it's going for you, right? I highly encourage that. Will, what's your resolution? Do you got one?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So with me, it's more so becoming debt-free, financial freedom, I should call it. About 60% working in a direction, but I'm about a year ahead of schedule from where I wanted to be 2 years ago. So it's going pretty well, but I want to figure out how to capitalize on this grind by establishing the LLC we be talking about. I do motivational speaking, of course, we know that, right? But I'm trying to get back into what I was doing with the plumbing ordeal, handyman services, things of that nature. So I'm working on the LLC, as we discussed before, to kind of help capitalize on some of those benefits of having a business versus not having a business, because taxes tear my ass up. So to be honest with you, so I need the things to claim and itemize and things of that nature. The next one is more so like Herman, to get back where I used to be physically. Actually, more so to get better than where I used to be physically. Because, you know, if we get old, I'll be 40 this year. Now, I know I don't look like it and all that, but we getting older.
You do look like it. No, I'm joking. But no, I feel you.
Yeah, that's number 2 is to get back on that grind. And third, to just be a better person.
There we go.
And that's attributed to everything else that we do, just to apply a little bit more to the places that need to have that attention.
Absolutely.
And to not be as passive I've been. I've been a little selfish here recently, so I need to change that.
There we go. All right, there it is. Miss Love, what you got?
So it's a couple things that I want to work on. Like both of these gentlemen said, like, of course, like I want to get back to where I was before kids.
Okay.
Especially where I was before.
You talking about
my
physically?
1-year-old.
Yeah,
physically.
Okay, got you.
So every year I try to be better than I was like the year previously. So I use that as a stepping stone.
Okay.
So right now I'm kind of like stepping out on faith and doing more of things that I've been afraid to do, like things that I've wanted to do, but I'm like, well, I know I want to do this, but what will people think? Or I don't want them to be too much in my business type of deal.
That's right.
So I finally published a book that I've been wanting to do for years, Where Did Daddy Go? So on top of that, like, I don't want it to just be a book. Like, I want it to be a movement. Like, there's so many people out there who are co-parenting, and like they're at each other. Like, I'm trying to let people know, like, hey, this needs to be a movement for 2020 and beyond. Like, co-parenting is possible. Like, that's what we should be moving towards. We should be showing not only our children, but the people who are around us, like, what healthy co-parenting look like. So starting off with the book, that's just the platform. After that, I want to do like a clothing line. So family over everything. So the first one, Where Did Daddy Go? The next shirt is going to be like family over everything type of deal. Everything that I do is going to be in the cloud format, because it's a dream and it's a reality type of deal.
Okay.
So just some little things that I'm working on, just letting go more and being willing to step out there on faith. Usually if I'm not exactly 100% sure that I'm going to succeed at whatever I'm trying to do, usually I don't do it. I shy away. So now I'm,
You know what? I understand that. I truly do understand that, because I think we've all fell into that. But what I would encourage you to do is first give yourself permission to fail. Give yourself permission. It's okay, but fail forward.
Right.
You have to fail trying, then get your ass back up. You get what I'm saying? Because some people fall and then they say, you know what? No, damn, that hurt. No, okay, that just lets you know how it feels when you stay down too long.
Right.
You get up and, like they say, walk it off.
Brush
You get what I
yourself
mean?
off.
But what I also would like to say is not just congratulations on your book, but also surround yourself. And that's everybody. Surround yourself with individuals that's better than you for real. Because I think that's a lot of things that will slow us down because we don't communicate with individuals that's already been there. We wouldn't say, look, I already did that, you know, blah, blah, blah. He don't know what he's talking about. Well, maybe this person failed at it and they have a different venture, but they still know, you know, the aspects of what you're doing right now. So I just encourage you guys to find good mentors and to do that. I'm being mentored by you guys all the time and you don't know it. I'm not gonna say, hey man, thanks for being a mentor. I'm like, oh, you know what? That made some sense. Let me go ahead and do that. And then give you big ups. Hey, based off of what you said, I can do this now. And it may not even be in your vein no more. You know, that's not even your focus. But you can say, you know, no doubt, I appreciate it, and keep it moving. That's how things happen. Right. So I encourage you all, even the ones that's listening right now, I encourage you, make sure that you fail forward. Don't be afraid to do what you want to do. Right, the dream is yours. You may not have to be able to tell you don't need to tell everybody your dream because it was yours in the first place. If they can't dig, the hell with them. You dig what I'm saying? Right. But if you got a good team of individuals that's with you and around you, it's going to happen. And hey, you just think about, hey, for 2021, this is what I want. But in order to that, I need to make sure this 2020 is official.
Right. So I have a confession.
Okay, go ahead.
So
confession.
you said, you know, surround yourself with people who like lift you up, who
Yes.
are where you're trying to go. So one, you know, I was in the superintendent course with Will here, and he was like, yeah, I'm a motivational speaker. I'm doing this. And I'm like, dang, like I've always wanted to do that, but I didn't really know how to do it. He invited me to the First Friday thing that you guys have, like you DJing, you're author, you were at the BX, you had, you know, everything going on. You had your books out there. And I was like, yo, and then I was like, hey, yeah, I'm thinking about, you was like, you should do it. I did this, I did that. Here's what I did for my website. Like, you laid the foundation for me. Then my dude, Herman here, like, he was like, hey, what you got going on, blah, blah, blah. I was like, yeah, I'm trying to do this. I want to do the shirts. He was like, yo, he was like, that's you right there. Like, you've always, like, been that. You are Miss Fashionista. Like, people look at what you have on. You know what I'm saying?
For a while now.
So, like, I don't think about things like that. But, like, all of y'all laid that foundation for me to, like, put things into, like, perspective. Like, I'm the person who I want to help everybody else, but I don't really think about myself.
So, with that being said, what time is it? It's 52 minutes after hour. So, check this out. After that, what else or what other confirmation do you need to be great? None. There it is. I did that on purpose. You dig what I'm saying? I did it on purpose just so you can get that. But it's people around you for a reason. And I think it's more than just a season and all that. People around you to make things happen. All right. You got something, Will?
Yeah, I just want to say, don't discredit your hustle. You mentioned the term, something small you were doing. What you're doing is huge. And you got people watching you achieve what you just thought was just an idea and bring that to fruition through your hard work and you being able to be receptive to people trying to motivate you to do what's already in your heart. So don't discredit that. What you're doing is huge, and don't speak that no more. You're doing something big, girl. Congratulations to you.
Appreciate you.
Absolutely. You got any more feedback? You got the resolution, ma'am?
So honestly, I don't really believe in resolutions.
Okay,
you know, so
why
I
is
don't
that?
have anything going forward. But I will tell you that I'm continuing working on what I've been working on. So I'm heavy in trying to get my businesses off the ground. You know, so I think just for me this year is to continue to do good business. So a lot of people want to go into business to do business, but for me, it's about doing good business.
Absolutely.
And so it's me becoming
Yes.
more knowledgeable. It's me getting that feedback or that advice. But I think going back to our original topic, what we started as, I think for me is knowing to distinguish between feedback, advice, and opinions. Like, you know what I mean?
Wait.
So,
Okay.
and that's
All
the
right.
thing, like as small
Yes.
business owners, like you would have people like you gave the example where they just come in and nitpick, they're like vultures, right? And so as a small business owner, you cannot accommodate everybody because not only do you have the customers to deal with, you have like you know, just like your friends and your family and other people, they always got opinions. Like, you know what I mean? So just as a business owner, like, you really have to know the difference between feedback, positive and negative. And that comes from somebody actually experiencing your product or service, right? So once they experience your product and service, they want to critique you on it, positive or negative, then that's feedback. And then you have an opinion, right? People have, like, everybody have an opinion about your business. We'll have an opinion about your business, right? But that's just their belief about something. It ain't, you know, it's just what their biases from their experiences, you know, what they want to do and what their vision is.
And Q-tip. Quit taking it personal.
Yeah, quit taking
You can't take it personal.
You cannot
right?
take it personal.
Because everybody can see your vision better than you, quote unquote. But the funny part is they never did it.
They never did it.
Never did it. Would you shut your ass up? You know what I'm saying?
And I can't tell you, like, being a small business owner, how many times I get unsolicited advice, unsolicited opinions.
What do you do with that?
Disregard it. Just hit that. Okay, like, you know what I mean. Or if you want to put them on the spot when they talk about what you should do with your business,
What would you do?
Ask them.
What would you
like,
do?
oh, what is your business? And they'll hit you with that stutter. Well, I'm working on. Well, here's what I got.
My business is getting in your business.
You know, and that's essentially what it is. So, you know, so like I said, it's the feedback, and it's that then you have feedback, then you have opinions, and then you want that advice, right? Yes. So that advice is what you seek being a small business owner, and that's that information that's worthy, you know,
that's right,
to be received. And they're coming from experience. They're coming because they did it. Like, you know what I mean? So that's, I think, really just being a small business owner is, for me, is just learning how to distinguish between all that.
And you know what? I'm glad that you said that. That's a very great perspective. And what I challenge people to do, and I think we talked about this before, but when you have a business or if you're doing anything outside of the norm, people always have an idea. And so what I challenge them to do is, okay, that's a bright idea. Now, will you go and screw in a light bulb? You get what I mean? Or to your point, what you said, are you willing to invest in that?
And you know, I ask people that all the time. What you got? What you got on investment?
That's right.
They'll come all day long with ideas and things. And so for me, being a small business owner, every time somebody give me an idea or opinion, in my mind, I just start calculating dollars, like how much it's gonna cost. Like, you know what I mean? Like that. They don't understand the amount of money it takes to get a small business off the ground. So they come with these advice. Oh, it's just $60. Oh, it's just $100. Oh, it's just a few $1,000s. Like, what you got on this investment, bro?
That's
like,
right.
You know what I mean? And then they quickly cease.
That's
you know,
right.
They quickly cease because they ain't got nothing on
So
it.
I think one thing is important, like when we talk about that, is to have a business plan or a business, right? Is to be able to, you got to take it to people that you trust, though.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Take
true.
it to people that you trust and say, you know what? Hey, tear this apart.
Yeah.
Tear this apart. Let me know what you really think. Rip it up. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about my feelings. And bring it back to me, you know what I'm saying, so I could see what I'm going to digest.
That's right.
What I'm going to accept. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, cool. Because a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, I think, you know, that with business projects, anything,
Yes.
you'll get too close to it, you know what I'm saying, to where you don't
can't see it.
You got blind spots, right? You know what I'm saying? Would you agree with that?
Say that last part again.
That you have blind spots.
Blind
you know what I'm
spots,
saying?
yeah.
Like, because you're so close to it. You're so close to it. Now, you got to have people that you trust that's going to have your best interests at heart. Like, you can't have, like, random yahoos, you know what I'm saying, that's, hey, nah, you should be doing it this way, man. You know what I'm saying? Go back to watching.
Sit your ass
Yeah,
down.
And just because they know you, they don't know your business.
They don't know the business.
You know, and just
Yeah.
because they close to you, they
Right.
know how, you know, y'all grew up.
You
but
gotta
they don't
have
that.
gotta have a select people that you trust is really trying to make you go forward.
That's right.
Tear your stuff up. Don't look at it with Yeah, don't look at it with. Don't tell me everything is sunshine and rainbows.
Yeah.
Let me know where my blind spot is at. You
Right,
know what I'm
so
saying?
you
Tell
can
me
advance.
tell me where it's at, so that way I can re-look at this and, you know what I'm saying, make it stronger.
Absolutely.
Right, absolutely.
I was told that you should do that about 3 times with an original plan.
Oh yeah.
Give it to somebody, let them rip it apart, tear the shreds. You might go home crying.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's worth
you'll
it.
be stronger
That's
at the
right.
end when you
got your
get
hat
that
on.
done.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's that advice. That's what I'm saying. The difference
Right.
between that feedback, that opinion, and advice. You want to go and seek that advice.
That's
Yes.
right. And ladies and gentlemen, one more time before I go into get Larry, think about it because I'm coming to you, bro. So I want y'all to call in. If you got your New Year's resolution and you're ready to move forward, call in. We want to hear, we want to help encourage you, right? The number is 618-792-6747. Again, 618-792-6747. Oh, and the other guy that called that was out of line, I got you. I know who you are.
you know who they are?
I know who it is. And guess what? I'm coming to get you. All right?
He coming to get
You know what I'm
you.
saying? Understand that.
Can you dig it?
Believe it. All right. Hey, Larry. What's up, man? What's your New Year's resolution here? Come on up over here. There you go.
Like right here.
Yeah. Come on, man. Speak on it. What's your resolution, brother?
My New Year's resolution is honestly just to be consistent. And I use that term vaguely because it's for a reason. Like, I'm trying to be spiritually, mentally, and physically fit, right?
Okay.
Financial freedom, and then to be a better human being in general. So when I say consistency, my mind is rampant throughout the year. So depending on how the year starts and throughout the year, I switch throughout, whatever comes up. But I want to be consistent from start to finish and what my main goals are, and to make sure that I attack them to the fullest extent, because sometimes I do get lazy, I'm going to be honest. And then sometimes I need a circle or an accountability partner to kind of keep me focused. So my goal is simple: consistency. And that's all I got for you, fellas.
Okay, well, look, man, right on. And listen, I want to appreciate, let you guys know I appreciate y'all sharing that, because it is something intimate. But this is a good space where we can communicate and make sure that we do hold each other accountable, in our own lane, right? So there's some things about, what you do physically that I may be able to help on, but there's some things dealing with her shirt I may not be able to help on, but if I'm not the subject matter expert, I know somebody who is, right? So that's my responsibility to make sure. You know what I'm saying? It's my responsibility to connect it if I know. Now, if you know, but you don't want to say anything because you hate to see somebody just get it in, you out of line. Get out my way.
Sometimes you don't say nothing because you know it's going to go in one ear and out the other, though.
That too. Right. That too. And then, so again, you need to know who you're talking to, right? Because not everything, we're going to speak on that another time. But yeah. Hey, but listen, we're going to close this here pretty soon. I just want to give everybody the opportunity, if you do want to call in, right? The number 618-792-6747 is 2020, ladies and gentlemen. 2020. This is the 5th day of the new year. 2020. I want you guys to see everything clearly. Can you dig it? What you got, Herman? Last word.
So last words for me is about the business thing is that always remember, like we talked about, it is a relationship. You know what I'm saying? It's not, it's not just your way. Yeah, it's your dream, it's your vision, but you got to be able to remain fluid.
Yes.
In order to stay with the times, you know what I'm saying? You got to think 2-3 steps ahead of your competitors, because everybody is doing the same thing you're doing. And if you are actually the first person to do it, somebody's going to look at it and try to improve on what you're doing. So don't stay stagnant. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Keep moving forward.
That's
and
right.
Last thing I want to say is go Titans. You know what I'm saying? We're in the playoffs.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? Don't boo me. Don't boo me. We're in the playoffs. Y'all not in the playoffs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Much love to everybody.
All right.
You can find me, Herman Brown, #3, Instagram. Hit me up.
All right. Well, what you got, brother? Last
Before
word.
I get into it, I got one comment from Mona Loves. That her resolution is exactly like the same guy in the Titans gear. Whack ass gear. I'm the same when it comes to working out up and down. My word for this year is consistency. Shout out to Larry for that one. Holding herself accountable. She appreciates this live because she wasn't thinking about her resolutions, but she is now awesome show.
There we go.
Thanks for that feedback.
Yes. Go ahead, your last word.
So
Go
what
ahead.
I'm going to leave you with is pretty much get up off your ass and do something.
All right.
You can never make a dream come true if you sit on your ass. So you got to get up and get it. You know what I'm saying? You got to get up there. And don't be afraid to fail, if we said before. Other than that, stay grinding, stay consistent, and don't be afraid to ask for help.
There we go. All right, good. Miss Moni Love, what you got? Moni Love. No.
Moni Love.
Hey, look, I'm
Moni
showing my
Love.
age. I'm showing my age.
Moni in the
Where
middle.
you at in the middle? Shut up. Y'all know about that. But go ahead, ma'am. What you got? Last word.
So, last words, like consistency, like having an accountability partner.
Yes.
Like write down your plans, write down how you're going to attain them, write down the person who's going to hold you accountable. Make sure they agree to hold you accountable. Make sure they in it 10 toes down. In the words of the great Nipsey Hussle, like hustle and motivate. Like that's what you got to do. Like get on your grind and motivate others to get on theirs. Angel Love, and I'm out.
That's right. Right. I can dig it. Ma'am, you got anything you want to say?
Let's see. Okay, for those of you who are looking to start businesses in the year 2020, I say find what you're passionate about and find what you love. And if you take that and focus on doing good business and not just doing business, like you'll be very successful.
Absolutely. That's good. Larry, quite contrary. What you got, brother?
I got my aunt made a comment.
Oh, here, come into the microphone right here.
Funny here.
She's trying to be funny.
All right, so she said her New Year's resolution is to connect and talk with the younger generation in my family, getting to know them as individuals, not just as family members. I respect that. Then she made a little joke about how I forgot my most important New Year's resolution, and that's to show a little bit of more compassion to her Patriots.
The New England Patriots.
I'll leave you guys with this. I have it on my Facebook page, and it's a smaller quote I found somewhere. It's unknown. I don't know where I got it, but it says, "A plan without action is just a dream." So, have a plan. Make sure you got some action behind it, and then execute.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, hey, my last word, I do want to make sure you guys stay focused. 2020 is going to be something big, monumental, and it's only going to be what you make it to be. And back to the circle, make sure that you understand individuals that's in your boat. Now, everyone in your boat is rowing, and that is a quote out of the book, The Black Collar Mindset. We'll talk about that later some other time. But thank you, guys. Happy New Year. We're going to get it in. Thank you for coming. Thank you for everybody that's on live. Right? Make sure y'all share this. It's going to be, it's on iTunes now, so y'all can get this on iTunes now. Yo, your boy, hey, we did it. You know what I'm saying?
Be on YouTube
yeah,
next.
we're going to have all of that, right? And so just make sure y'all here next week, and we are out.
We hope you enjoyed today's show. Make sure to listen to the show on Google Podcasts, Spotify, Breaker, and Radio Public, where you can subscribe, or via RSS, so you'll never miss a show. While you're at it, if you like or dislike this episode, we'd appreciate your feedback on Facebook at www.facebook.com/Lionscast. Check out the book, The Black Collar Mindset, The Art of Strategic Thinking, on Amazon, or www.theblackcollarmindset.com, a manual to maneuver through life strategically by holding yourself accountable. Tune in next week for another episode of The Lion's Den with Seth.